Part 3, the detox build. My 83 Cadillac Fleetwood. After the car got hit, in the last episode, that's where I left off, where the car got hit. So it wasn't a big hit. It was just some idiot. Long story, but we're not going to get into that. We're just going to leave that where it is. It's done. It's over with. Things got handled afterwards. That's all you need to know. So we went on and replaced the I had to fix the bumper kit. What else? The fillers. I had to go ahead and find some new fillers, paint those, get the rear end apart and all of that stuff, change the fillers, put everything back on. So now the car is pretty cool. Still back on the street and still driving. Got a little money off of it. It's cool. Car's still drivable. So we good to go. Well, I had the bright idea of wanting to do a dash swap. The 90s dash swap. This is the video that a lot of people have been waiting for. And it's kind of hard for me to explain to you how I did it, but I'm going to show you how difficult it is, and it's actually doable at home. If I did it my first dash swap and I did it and it worked, you guys can do it too. So during this video, I'm going to leave a lot of pictures that you're going to have to go through. You're going to have to read them because these are all the notes that I had that I used to get this dash swap done. All right, so first off, I had to take the dash apart, and I do have a video. I do have a video of me taking apart a dash so that you can kind of see how to do it. But the main reason why I did it is because I was looking at pull apart one day online, because that's what I do, because it's just a habit that I can't get out of. And they had a 92 Cadillac Fleetwood there. Let me go up there and check it out. So I checked out the car. They had the full dash, and it took me about 3 hours or so to get that dash out because I had no idea what I was doing. But I figured it out, got the dash back home, and now I'm going to do a dash swap in my car. All right. So the main thing was finding all the notes, because it has been done before, and if you've been on Lay It Low and you can still get in there, it is some how-tos on how to do it, and then you find older articles and things like that, and you could kind of get it together. So now the first thing was to take apart the new dash that I got, strip it down, go ahead and get it painted, get the dash top painted, and I did all of that stuff and put it back together. And now I'm super excited because it's looking real good. I'm loving the way it looked. Well, let's go ahead and take this dash apart, get this dash done, because I'm sure I could do it myself. So I started taking apart my dash in my car. That was the scariest thing that you could probably do when you've never done this before. So I'm gonna show you some photos of the things that I had to do. But first I had to, strip everything out, take it apart. And when you get the dash off completely, this is what you're gonna see. It was a mess. It was wires everywhere. It was crazy. But since I took apart the first dash at the pull apart, then you kind of know that everything technically is plug and play. From the 90s to the 80s dashes, everything mostly is plug and play until you get to the digital dash part. The digital dash is the hardest part. So I'm going to show you guys some notes and some pictures of some things that you're really going to need to know. And I can't really explain them to you, but I'm going to show you the pictures. And as you look, you can kind of figure this out. So the first picture is the wiring schematics. This is from the 90s, or from the 80s to the 90s, where all of these plugs are going to go from the digital dash part. So you're going to have to take these, screenshot them, do something so that you can have these on hand, because this is definitely what you're going to need. When we're going to talk about the speedo real quick. So this is a picture of the box that's behind the speedo that you're going to see when you're doing this. And let me look at this here. So this is the first picture of what that little It's something that goes from the transmission that spins around to give you the speed on the speedometer. So you want to kind of, this is what you have to do to get that as close as possible to the original, what it's going to be. So when you look at this, this is going to be straight like this. And you are going to find a way to separate them and have them in this cross style setting. And that's going to have your speedo correct. But you have to do that. You're going to see it just one way. You're going to have to flip it to the crossway and take care of that. Get that done. And then once you do that, you're good on that end. Now, as far as the wiring, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up picture by picture so that you can see how all these wires need to be. And you're going to have to read it, screenshot it, and you're going to figure it out. It's not hard to do, but you need to read this stuff and figure it out so that you'll know exactly what you're doing. And this is going to be all of the notes. And I found the notes online. I'm just going to post them on here so that you guys can see, and you can do it yourself. And like I said, it took me a total of roughly 5 hours to do. You could do this faster than that, but I'll do 30 minutes and then I stop, and then I do another 30 minutes and I'll wait. That's just how I am with some of these things, especially when it's my stuff and not somebody else's stuff. If somebody else's stuff, I go on and knock it out. But other than that, I just take my time. So these are some of the pictures that you need to see, and I'm going to put them up there, and I'm going to leave them up there for about 5-10 seconds so you can have time to screenshot them, and then you are going to follow those directions and get it done.
I'ma guide you through it, step by step, by step by step by step. I'ma walk you through it, step by step, by step by step by step. I'ma guide you through it, follow me. I'ma walk you through it, walk with here. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Once again, these batters. Black 35, 30.
All right. Now, after you get all that wiring done, just turn the key on and it's going to light up if you did everything correctly. If not, just recheck, double check all of your wiring, make sure that it's right, but it should come on automatically. You shouldn't have no issues with doing that. That's the dash swap. That's everything that you need. People are going to pay you, going to charge you $4,000 or $5,000 to get this done. I'm giving you free game today because, like I said, things that I know, I will share them. I'm not a gatekeeper like that. This is a hobby, and when we're dealing with hobbies, we should always help each other out. The people who can't afford to get it done, they're not worried about it. So businesses are not going to lose money just because I'm telling people how to do it. Because if I had the cash to go ahead and pay somebody to do it, trust me, I wouldn't be trying to do this stuff myself. So I think that's part 3. I'll see you in the next part. TOXXIC Rides.